Guys, welcome back to Everyday Ready for the adventures you choose and the emergencies you don't. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of the videos when they come out. Today we are talking all about this chest pack. Now, not just the pack, but what we put in it. You know, go bags and kind of grab and go home bags or get home bags and those sorts of things. Bags with stuff in them is really important to this community for some reason. And I know why that is, because I like the gear, the gadgets, the things. I like to be prepared. I like to just kind of put them all in a nice organized container. Well, the context for this type of a chest pack is anytime that I'm going to go out hiking just for a short, like a few hour hike, or I'm going to be gone maybe a day or something like that, just out and about, fly fishing or whatever it might be, just kind of camping, and I just want to kind of stroll away from the campsite and go adventure and look around. I want a pack with some minimal amount of kit in it that is good, essential, usable items for just in case, right? So I'm going to show you the pack today and all the items that I have in it. We're just going to kind of go over those things, and I'm just going to kind of do the little pack dump and just kind of go from there. Let's get into the video. Okay, so first off, the pack is from a company called cole-tac, and this is their Scout pack. It's actually originally kind of made for binoculars or for a larger med pack or something like that. Hunters might use it with binoculars and cell phone and, you know, weather meters and just the things that hunters use out in the field. They might throw these into a little chest pack like this and use it while they're scouting for game animals and that sort of thing. I'm using it for kind of an everyday ready type of pack. I grab it if I'm going to go out and hike and those sorts of things. And so I think it's a great pack for that. It actually has several different pockets, and let me talk about that. And of course, I'm going to be giving you close-up shots of those things, but it's got a main pocket that is, you know, I don't know how many liters, let's say 5 liters, but I'll put the exact size up on for you. It's got a big main pocket that is the size of the entire pouch here, and then we've got a small zippered pouch on the outside. We've also got kind of a stretchy pocket that goes down on the right hand side. You've got some MOLLE strapping underneath the bottom. I've got a knife attached to that underneath there. And then in the back here, we actually have some more of this stretchy material, but it overlaps, and it's like a perfect place for your cell phone right up against your body. Quick access and stays nice and secure. And of course, you've got the straps. I'll turn around here and show you the back real quick. You just got the straps that go around over the top. And of course, the back has MOLLE straps on it as well. So you could attach something like a water bladder or something like that to the back, or a larger pack that attaches via MOLLE, and you could additionally have more capacity that way. So now let's get into the inside of the pack, and I'll just lay out the different components and show you guys what this thing's all about. All right, guys, let's get into the inside contents of the pack, but let me start on the outside because I've got stuff attached to the outside. So first thing I've got over here on the side is one of these little Gerber retractable leashes that I might, you know, put my keys on and then stick it down inside there. I have pockets on my pants always, so I usually run my keys and my cell phone inside my pants pocket, even though there's a perfect pocket here on the back for a cell phone, which I do sometimes use. I'm just going cell phone in the pocket and keys in the pocket. But that leash is there for any kind of tools that I might not want to drop or something like that. Maybe I'll attach a multi-tool there if I'm going to be around water. You name it, you can use it for whatever you might want. I like it because it attaches to that MOLLE strapping there on the side. Got this kind of neck knife attached to the bottom here. I usually wear it as a neck knife around my neck and under my clothing. Usually means occasionally, but it's the Azula. So farthest outside pouch here, let's go ahead and get into the contents there. I've got some hand sanitizer in there because just reasons. I don't know. I like it. I know dirt never hurt, but I'm out here and I don't know if I'm going to eat something like after I've cleaned an animal or fish or something like that, I always try to have some hand sanitizer with me. So there's a little bit of that. I have got, of course, a way to make fire, which I would never do in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Pretty much any time, open fires are almost always a no-no in this state because everything is so dry and the wind picks up like it is today. I'm sitting here hunkered down behind my car trying to get good audio for you guys. But regardless, I carry it just in case in an emergency. If I need the warmth, then I need the warmth. But I've got some of this pyro putty. It's like a fiber that's been infused with some kind of a putty that is, you know, very flammable. And so you just kind of pull this apart, tear a little piece off, light it with a standard lighter, and you can create fire. So very lightweight, very small. And I've got first aid here. This is just a little boo-boo kit. You know, I've got some iodine in there. I've got some standard Band-Aids. I've got alcohol swab, different sizes of standard Band-Aids. I've got some first aid antibiotic ointment. I've got a gauze pad, a thicker gauze pad. I've got a triangle bandage, all in this very small little pouch. It's a boo-boo pouch. I'm not going to be setting bones or, you know, pulling traction on a broken bone or something out here. And this is not what we're after. We're after minimal, fast, lightweight for a pack like this. So that's what I have in the front pouch. Let me show you that little back pocket back here first. So it's just a little flap here and a flap here. They kind of go over the top of each other. It's like the perfect place for a cell phone, tucked in there, right up against the back of your body, and you can just easily reach down and grab it if you wanted to. But again, like I say, I run my cell phone in my pocket, pretty much just leave it there all the times. But it's there, it works well for that. You could put a map back here, fold it up small or something if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and get into the inside contents. And this really is just, there's no organization in here, although they do sell some little Velcro panel pieces that you could stack up and make probably 2 or 3 different smaller compartments inside of this pack. But I've just got it one big pouch and I've just got everything dumped in there because it's kind of a grab and go for me. It's like, oh, I'm getting out of the car. Okay, I'm grabbing it. Now, I would also, the one thing that I don't have here and I didn't grab today for making the video is a water bottle, and I've always got a 32-ounce Nalgene water bottle with me, and I would be carrying that as well, maybe clipped to my belt with a carabiner or something. That's always there. So that's first thing. So right off the top here, I've got about a 20 to 30 foot section of paracord, which I could use for any number of things. You know, I could use it as a ridgeline along with a emergency blanket for a temporary shelter if I need to, which I actually looked all around for my emergency blanket today and didn't have one of those either, which would normally be in here. So must have gotten robbed out of here at some point, maybe by a kid, who knows. So that's in there. I've got one of these SWAT T tourniquets, and I'm not a doctor, but these are not the best for actual tourniquet use because they're just a big stretchy rubber band and it's really hard to get them and keep them as tight as you need for a major bleed. But what I like them for is if you, let's say you're cutting wood or cutting something out in the forest away from civilization and you get a pretty major bleed that just won't stop and you're going to have to get back and have it stitched up, but you need to put some significant pressure on something to stop some bleeding. That's where I think these things are pretty great, and they are so compact and small and lightweight. I thought, why not throw it in there? I can easily wrap something up if it's a larger cut that's bleeding significantly. I can put a bunch of gauze on there, or heck, rip up a t-shirt that I'm wearing and stuff that onto the wound and then wrap it up real tight with this just to get back to civilization or whatever. Again, in context, right? Like, this is a day pack that I'm grabbing for a quick day hike or an outing while hunting or something like that. So we don't need to go too crazy with that, but there's that guy in there. I've got a chem light stick just as a backup to a backup. You know, I've got, as long as my cell phone has battery, I have a flashlight there. And I've got this guy here, and I also usually run some sort of a small handheld light in my pack. You know, another video coming is going to be headlamp versus handheld or something like that. But so I've got that guy in there. I do carry this Garmin Fortrex 401. just a small GPS unit. I always check the batteries before I leave. It takes AAAs, and if I'm going to go on a hike where I'm not really sure where I'm going, it's not like a designated trail that's well marked, I might at my car drop a pin with this thing, and then several spots as I hike, I'm going to drop a new marker or pin with this GPS. And if I get lost, turned around, whatever, this thing is great for just finding my way back to where I parked. Again, small, compact. It's a backup to a backup. As long as I have my cell phone and my cell phone has signal, I can usually figure that out with the cell phone. I mean, yes, we all like map and compass and you know, those traditional legacy skills, and I think you should know how to do those things, but why not use technology when we have it? So there's that. I do have a compass in here, and a compass is really no good for anything without a map that corresponds to your area. But I've got it in there because I wanted to say that very thing. You need a map and a compass, and you need to know how to use it. But if you're on designated trails and this is just a pack that you're going out scouting with or whatever, maybe you don't need the compass and the map. Maybe you just have a GPS, or maybe you're just going to use, you know, All Trails or Onyx or something like that on your phone and just leave this guy at home. All right, so I've got a little backup battery bank here. It's just a little Goal Zero Flip 20, and this thing will, you know, recharge my cell phone like 2 times, I think, something like that. And I've got a cord that I just plug right into there, plugs into my cell phone. I can power it up, and again, if I can get signal, I can get anything that I might need in terms of safety or assistance or any of those sorts of things. Small, lightweight, easy to pack, so it goes in there. Small handheld flashlight, like I said, backups to backups. This is the Phoenix PD32, and just a really nice, very bright LED handheld kind of tactical style light, and it works very well, and so I carry that guy. Got some wrapped up toilet paper in here because that happens when you're out and about, and so you might need to have some of that. And I've got just a little snacks here. Now what I've got here is a Nature Valley crunchy granola bar, and then a little to-go thing of Jif peanut butter. And the idea behind that is like, you know, crap, I tripped, I fell, I sprained my ankle, I can't hike, I need to wait until somebody's gonna come get me. And I could easily, I could go without food for several days. I've done it before. 4 days so far is the longest that I've gone without food. But I just know that, you know, if it's going to be 12, 16, 24 hours before somebody can come to assist me or get me, I'm going to want something to eat and something that'll kind of stick with me a little bit. And so, you know, I can take chunks of the Nature Valley crunchy granola bar, dip it in the peanut butter, and eat that, and that'll sustain me easily for 24 hours. It's not going to be fun, but it does work. And again, it's small, it's compact, it's carbs, sugar, it's protein, it's all the things you might need just to sustain you for a short period of time. So anyway, that's what I carry in my kind of grab and go pack, you guys. Now, leave me some comments, please, with what you would like to see in a pack like this. Do you carry something different? Let me know. Like, let's have a conversation about it. Because, you know, I'm not the end-all be-all authority on all these things, and so I'd love to get your opinion on what you might put in your own pack if you were to fit out some sort of a fanny pack size or a small chest pack size pack. But thanks for watching today, guys. Again, all this stuff, these packs, these skills, it's just another way of being everyday ready for the adventures you choose and the emergencies you don't.